Hey boys and girls, this is Wildman Willis here, and I'm doing a review of WWE's last pay-per-view before WrestleMania, Fastlane. Well, this pay-per-view was to me one of the worst pay-per-views I've seen in a long time, other than a few bright spots. But that was about it. Well, we're gonna go into the matches. First match, I don't care about the pre-show. Who cares about that match? The first match was Samoa Joe versus Sami Zayn, and to start off the show, this was a pretty good match. Joe and Sammy know how to wrestle against each other, so they already know each other in the ring, so they know how to put on good matches with each other. And Samoa Joe wins with the Coquito clutch. So basically just put Sammy to sleep. But Sammy did not go out without a fight during the match. So pretty good match. One of the better matches during the night. So the next match was for the tag team titles, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, the club, versus Enzo and Cass. This was an okay tag team match, but I'm a fan of Enzo, but his ring work is something that he really needs to work on. He can sell, but sometimes when he's trying to jump out the ring, he messes up a lot. He just need to work on that. But the club won by using their brains and cheating, which all good heels do. Well, it wasn't really cheating if the referee didn't see Gallows push Enzo's leg off the rope before the three count ended. So luckily the club kept the belt. So we'll see what they're gonna do with them at WrestleMania. Next match was Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax. This was an okay match. I don't like the fact that Sasha won. They should have at least gave Nia some kind of good win on a pay-per-view, because it just doesn't make no sense. Sasha is so small, and the way she put the bridge on Nia, it made sense because she was using Nia's weight against her for the leverage for the pin. But one thing I wish Nia would have did after she lost the match, she should have went out there and beat the hell out of Sasha instead of just looking dumbfounded in the ring. That would have made her look more like a monster. But I guess that plays on to what happened later on in the pay-per-view. So we'll talk about the next match. They had something going on backstage during the pre-show with Rusev and Jinder Mahal. So Mick Foley just basically gave them an opportunity for both of them to wrestle that night. So it was the match breakup. It was Cesaro versus Jinder Mahal. It was an okay match. Cesaro's just too excellent in the ring, and they really wasting him. They need to do something with him. Maybe he need to go to SmackDown, but he gets the win with the pop-up uppercut. And Rusev and Jinder Mahal are beefing now, so Rusev came in there and beat the hell out of Jinder. And then Big Show came out for his match against Rusev. And surprising enough, Rusev and Big Show put on a very good match. Shoot, it was better than the match that came to a match later on during the night. So big ups for Big Show, and big ups for Rusev putting a really good fight to the Big Show. But the Big Show basically had to beat Rusev with 3 choke slams and a knockout punch to win the match. So surprising enough, that came out to be a good match. The next match was Neville versus Jack Gallagher for the Cruiserweight Championship. And this is the best 205 match they done had so far since they started doing 205. So Neville is just excellent as being the pissed off heel, and Jack Gallagher is an excellent wrestler. They put on a hell of a match. To me, for real, this was the match of the night in my eyes. So, all in all, they did really good. I'm proud of both men. Hopefully, more people in the 205 Live crew will step up to the plate. I think once Austin Aries is cleared to wrestle, then we're going to have a whole nother ball game. So, the next match was one of the most dumbfounded matches of the night. Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman. God damn shame. They done build up Braun to be such a damn monster, beating 3 or 4 people in the ring at one time, destroying Roman Reigns week in and week out, only for them to end up having Roman be power slammed through a table, taking all this punishment just to hit somebody with one spear and win the match. He done hit Strowman with so many daggone Superman punches, and it took one spear to beat Braun. That's a damn shame. They just wasted all them months to build up Strowman as a big monster to lose against Roman Reigns. Man, that's just horrible booking. And the match wasn't good at all. And it just proves that Roman is not ready to lead anybody in no match, because basically the match was just clotheslines, running each other into the ring post, and doing the same old drive-by kicks and flying clotheslines and Superman punches. Damn shame. Strowman, they should have let Strowman win that match. Now, what's probably going to end up happening, they probably going to put Braun in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and that's just a damn shame what they going to do with Braun after all these months of building him up to be such a monster get beat by Roman, because that's Vince's golden boy, and they just don't know what to do with him, and that's a damn shame. A lot of people are probably going to be very disgusted by this. I'm one of them, so. Then we had the women's titles match, Charlotte versus Bayley. And for one thing, Sasha had to come in there and interfere in the match. To me, that just made Bayley look like a weak champion. How you gonna build her up strong and her best friend keeps on coming in, messing in the match, trying to help her out? I don't understand it. It seemed like they want to sabotage Bayley's career before she could even get good enough for people to really like her. She's already hot with the fans, and this is just ridiculous. They should have either put the belt back on Charlotte or let Bayley win on her own without Sasha helping her out. That made Bayley look very weak. Unless if it's going to, we all know what's going to end up going. Ain't no less. It is going to be Sasha is going to throw it in Bayley's face. And that's how they going to probably end up having the 4-way match at Mania with Charlotte, Sasha, Nia, and Bayley. So that's how they're going to introduce all 4 of them in the match with each other. And then we had the main event. To me, the highlight of the night, because of the psychology in the match was just played perfectly. Kevin Owens been talking all this crap the last couple weeks. He know how to get in the Goldberg's mind and this and that. So basically, what Kevin Owens did, the match didn't start yet. So the referee didn't get a chance to ring the bell. So he kept on hemming and hawing, leaving out the ring, coming back in the ring. The match hadn't started yet. Pay attention to people. The match did not start yet. So by the time Kevin Owens got the balls to get in the ring with Goldberg, see, this just proves You don't screw your friends over because it comes back to bite you in the ass. Remind you, the match hadn't started yet until Y2J started walking down the aisle, and then the bell rung. And Goldberg hit KO with the spear and the jackhammer, and the match is officially timed Goldberg at 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Remember this, people. Goldberg beat the Universal Champion in 15 seconds. Now, some people gonna complain about that because they don't know that Goldberg is just a monster. Look at him. He's Goldberg. This is what Goldberg does. He doesn't mess around in matches. He never did. He just comes in, spear, jackhammer, wins. That's Goldberg. Go back and watch WCW if you don't know. So you need to go do history lessons. That's what Goldberg is. So if you're going to complain about it, you're going to just have to deal with it because Goldberg is your Universal Champion. Believe that. So, all in all, this pay-per-view was not good at all, but it had little highlights. I'm a Goldberg fan. I know a lot of people are. So, that's my review of Fastlane going into WrestleMania. It's not looking good at all. So, I'm glad I'm not going. SummerSlam is my jam. So, this is Wildman Willis signing off. See you next time.